Okay. So, as we'd said, what had happened is this suit of armor here, suddenly, as Octavius went to go by it, lunged forward, grabs him, lifts him up, and is moving his way quickly towards the balcony. So, we're going to go ahead and Octavius, we're going to give you the first shot at saving your tiny, as it were.
Okay.
I have a question, teacher.
Okay.
Teacher DM. I'm still not on the map.
None of us are.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You're just mistaken.
Look
Again.
Look
again.
There it is. Oh, silly me.
Weird trick of the eyes.
It was
Yeah,
trick of the
the
eyes,
monitor
yeah.
must have been
Well, let me just. Oh, there it is.
refresh
Got
rate.
it.
Yeah, the refresh rate on my monitor.
That's what it was. It was
It's 1.
refresh rate is 1 per minute.
1.
Okie dokie. Alrighty.
Okay,
So, let's see. You are here.
For now.
Hey, you'll still be here. It's just whether you'll be 30
physically
foot
maybe.
down there or up here. Okay. So I'm gonna let you give me. Where is it? Yep. So this is going to be your dex versus his strength. Because he's trying to grab hold of you, and you are trying to wriggle free.
I'm wiggle worming.
So basically, you're going to roll d20 plus your dex bonus. He's going to roll d20 plus his strength bonus. And may the best roll
Oh my God.
win.
Oh, okay, so this isn't a save. Okay, so D20 plus. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he's not going to do it. I mean, it's not a save for him. It's just an opposed roll.
Yeah.
You want me to roll him first?
Absolutely, I want you to roll first.
So you know what you got to beat?
Yeah, I need to know.
Okay. Well, it's not quite as strong as you might think, but that doesn't mean anything with the roll.
That means
We'll
nothing.
see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus
oh my
Lord in
God.
heaven.
Oh.
All right, Mr. Wiggles. Mr. Wigglesworth. Mr. Wigglesworth. Can you
stage name.
wiggle your way out of
That's my drag name.
out of his
Wiggles.
super strong grip?
I love it.
Okay, here we go. There goes nothing, I guess.
Here goes nothing.
Nope.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
As much as you struggle
Okay.
and squirm, his metal gauntleted gripping hands are firmly locked onto your shoulders. Okay, the only other person that has a chance to do anything is Uncle Seth. What do you want to do, Seth? How do you what action do you choose to try to save your nephew?
I'm gonna push the armor and Octavius over the balcony. No, I'm not gonna do that.
You succeed.
Okay, I'm going to run up on this guy as it's stomping across the foyer or the landing.
Yep.
And I want to reach over his shoulders I want to lock on his arms, basically behind him, by getting under his armpits from above, kind of like to force them back so he would drop the baby man.
Drop the baby man. Okay, so
Grapple.
basically
grapple.
you're kind of
I mean, it's a
you're
grapple.
trying to grapple him from behind.
Trying to grab him
Okay.
from behind.
Yeah, I just
and
didn't know whether you were going to like
arm
charge
lock
him
him.
and bull rush him, whether you were going to like grab hold of him, try to pull Octavius free. Okay, so yeah, as he stomps closer, then so let's go ahead and move because he'll be a little closer. Where's Octavius? There he is. Okay, so you're going to move in behind him and grab him to restrain him.
Grab him to restrain him and lock arms by his side with my arms on top, so Octavius will fall on the ground.
Okay.
In front of him.
Same scenario then, but this is going to be strength versus strength.
All right.
Because it's an opposed. I mean, basically, it's an opposed grapple, right? So,
All right.
hold on. Let me do this real quick. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum.
Oh, Matt, I'm so sorry if this goes wrong.
Hey, you know.
The wave is.
Second. So you would do, yeah, so it is actually physically a grapple that you're trying to do, because you're trying to restrain
Correct.
him. So you're going to use an attack action to basically make a grapple melee attack, right?
Correct.
He is the same size as you, so none of that's going to... And then he will contest it with his strength or dexterity either way. So,
Correct.
go ahead.
Ooh, you want me to roll first?
Sure, because he's got to contest it, so you have to kind of roll first.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
22.
Okay.
With this. I feel good.
Okay.
I like
strong.
This is good.
Good.
Let's go, baby.
Okay.
I mean, at best you match it, right? Like,
Strength, athletics check, contested by the strength or his dex. He's
Oh,
gonna
that's
use strength.
true. That's true.
So, he is going to do that, and let's have a look for the grapple. Any bonuses there? Nope. Okay. So yeah, you got a good shot at this. You got a very good shot at this.
Well, justice.
yeah, seriously.
Come on.
Okay.
Oh,
So yes, so you go behind him,
Good.
scoop your arms over and kind of grab him and try to pull his arms back. I would say that you beat him efficiently enough to where not only are you stopping him going forward, but you do pry his arms aside, and Octavius will drop to the floor at his feet.
Okay.
Now, everybody else, while that was going on, what do you want to have done? Or what would you have done?
Turn around.
Yeah, heard things and turned around, probably.
Yeah, well, then if you all spin around and look, you can see what's happening. Basically, Seth is like grappling this huge big suit of armor. Octavius just hits the ground as you spin around. And it's
baby
very
boy.
obvious what was about to occur.
My son.
my sweet son.
All right. I would say now is probably a pretty reasonable time to go ahead and roll initiative.
Hey.
Just gonna say.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Right, what are we looking at?
Gemma.
Jamma.
Did I?
Did I do that?
Okay. Did I? 17. I rolled a 17. Cool.
Okay, so Gemma is on a 20. Let's see. Octavius, 17. Dougie with a 16.
Dougie.
Seth with an 11. And there is Trip with a 6. All right, we're going to go ahead and roll this thing's initiative and see where he's going to be on the thingy. And it's going to be straight up. So, he's going to tie Seth, but that still means Seth goes first. All right, so that all kind of happened in the first round. As I said, there's not technically a surprise round as such, but that all was kind of going on before you guys really had a chance to interact with it. So now that's occurred, Gemma, what do you want to do? You technically have the first movement. Although, with the door being the way it is, and your brother and big old dad in the way, you probably don't have much of a clear view. Not going to say you can't see what's going on, but you don't have like a really clear line of sight because they're kind of in the way.
I will say, get out of the way, and I'm going to ready an action for when it's clear for me to run through the door.
Okay.
I'm going to ready a spell.
So, what spell are you ready?
I'm going to be readying Ray of Sickness.
Ray of Sickness. Okay. In that case, Octavius, as you hit the ground, what do you want to do?
I think just because I'm so caught off guard by this, I think I would stay on my butt and do like the little crab walk backwards to the door.
Like butt scooch?
This caught him completely off guard, and so I think I would just retreat from. Cause I don't even know what happened.
No, that's
so
right.
I think he's just backing up just to kind of see like what's going on.
Okay, makes perfect sense. Dougie.
Okay, after Gemma kind of yells, I'm like, oh, of course, yeah, and I'm gonna kind of squeeze my way through past Trip and get right here.
Okay.
And I'm just going to pull my bow up and be like, okay, I got him, don't worry, we got him. Right?
Are you shooting, or are you just going to hang on to it? Or
I'm going to hold my action as well.
Okay,
because I don't want to hit Seth.
You are in a grapple with the beastie, so do you wish to maintain that grapple, or do you wish to do something different?
No, I'm going to relinquish the grapple.
Okay.
Oh, hi! Hello!
What are they doing over there?
Hey!
You got new people. We've not seen them before.
Say hi.
Is that really Octavius?
Hello, we are the internet.
That's Octavius, the kid.
Put his headphones on.
That is the best player ever.
Oh my
You heard it here first, folks.
You heard it here first, that's right.
You heard it here first.
That's
All
true.
right, I'm going to say bye to them. Just give me one more minute, okay?
Yeah, sure. We know what you're doing. Alrighty. He got buddies.
Yeah, he got actual friends. I'm all alone. Oh.
They are his actual friends. They're not relatives. They're buddies. They come over to play.
That's how he stays so young.
They got the poker table set up in the back room. He just wanted to step in and ask Matt where the bottle opener was, because he brought over a sweet 6-pack. Okay, so you're relinquishing the grapple.
I'm relinquishing the grapple, and I'm going to move within the threat radius. I mean, I'm going to kind of like scooch northwards.
Okay.
Because I see my family coming in from the south through that door. And I'm going to throw a couple punches. I got my fisticuffs allows me to use my bonus action to punch twice. So I'm punching this thing twice.
So you basically use your attack action, and then you're getting a
bonus action with the fisticuffs, yeah.
Okay.
Just for everyone to see in chat, that's what my first level ability lets me do. So
yeah, because you're a pugilist.
So, punch one.
Okay.
Good damage.
Two.
Seriously.
Oof.
All right. Well, it's kind of awkward to punch an empty suit of armor, because it's like every time you like swipe at it, it just kind of like moves around and stuff. It's really hard to get any real impact on it. It's like the ultimate rock'em sock'em robot. It's like you swing at it and its shoulder just spins around. You swing at it, its shoulder just spins around. And you don't really get any solid impact damage on it at all.
So as I see Dougie in the corner, I'm gonna be like, there's no one in here.
But seeing as you did kind of like get its attention, and it is its turn.
Wait, me.
You do have a
the
held
other way.
action, so the door is now clear, so you may use that if you wish.
Yes, I'm gonna move through the door to here.
Okay.
And seeing what has happened, my eyes just go black, and I look a little, very focused. And I cast Ray of Sickness, thinking there's somebody in the suit.
Ray of Sickness, greenish energy lashes out towards the creature within range. Okay, greenish energy it is. That's a new one. There you go. There's your greenish energy.
Love it.
On a hit, the target takes 2d8 poison damage. Unfortunately, this has a condition immunity, being that it is just an animated suit of armor, that it is immune to poison damage. So, does little to nothing other than just kind of like, psh, you see a splash of green magical ichor kind of like hit it and then like fizzle and dissolve.
Then I say, I do not think it's human.
Okay, after I hear her and see her do that, can I do my action that I held as well?
You did hold your shot, so you
That's
moved,
right,
but you did.
I'm basically imagining it like I look over and I see her and I see what happens to her, and I'm kind of like freaked out by what she does, and I just kind of let go.
Let the arrow go? Sure.
Yeah.
Go
I'm
for
just,
it.
and I'm gonna shoot at it.
Poor Dad.
with-
What's wrong with this, kids?
Why are her eyes like that?
Okay. You really only have a +1 to hit with a longbow?
Don't believe it.
That shouldn't be correct, because it says
Your,
you attacked it with
proficiency
melee
bonus.
attack.
Oh,
Which means you run over and belted it with brute force. It should be using your dex instead of your
Yep, look at your attack stat on the weapon.
Yeah, it says Dex.
Why did it roll then?
I just changed it to Dex.
Oh, did you? Okay, that's what I was like. It does say that.
Yeah, you had it.
So
as
what would
strength,
the Dex bonus be?
Great question. 3? Is that the Dex mod?
Yep.
Yeah, so 3.
And is there any other bonuses on that? Do you have proficiency or anything like that with this?
Yes.
Because it rolled 20 plus 1. That's all it rolled. So you rolled a 14, so there'd be at least 3 on that. So it would hit.
Okay.
I'm not going to make you re-roll, because if you re-roll, you may miss.
Gotcha.
So
thank you.
But you'll know for the future. But yeah, okay, it will strike. So roll your arrow damage.
Okay.
Well, you already did. 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So you loose the arrow, and it kind of like goes ting, and ricochets and like wedges between the elbow joint of the 2 parts of the armor, the bracer and the bicuspid, whatever. It's like sticks in right here. But there is no cry of pain, no wince of anguish. It is its turn. Now you guys have used your opportunity, so it is going to basically retaliate on Seth the same way he attacked it.
Yay!
It doesn't have any weapons, but it does have gauntlets. So it just suddenly clatter, clatter, whoosh with one big gauntleted hand, and then clatter, clatter, whoosh with the other gauntleted hand. But from his years of tavern fighting, he ducks the first one and bobs the second one, and the animated suit of armor catches nothing but air. Trip.
Seeing that there's not a person in the thing, I can't really annoy him, so that sucks for me. I'm irritated, but I'm just gonna look at Seth and be like, "Come on, you dropped bigger bastards!" And then I'm going to charge forward and get up close. That was, by the way, a bardic inspiration die for you, Seth.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack with the back end of my hand axe to just try and
bash it.
Yeah, bash it.
Give it blood. Okay. And you gave him a bardic inspiration dice?
Yep.
First time you've done that, so why don't you explain what that means so chat knows?
Basically, he gets a D6 that he can throw on a thing. I don't have it saved in here because I didn't think to do that, but I have the bard thing.
Throw on a thing.
Yep.
Yeah, what is it? You use a bonus action on your turn, and that was what I did. And then once within 10 minutes, he can add that to an ability check, attack roll, saving throw.
Yep. Basically, you get an extra D6 on whatever you do next.
So thanks to me being like, yeah, you can beat his ass, he's like, yeah,
He's inspired by that.
Yeah.
He remembers back to all those times you were in the corner in the bar, not helping, but just cheering him on.
Yeah, and that helps.
So it's within the next 10 minutes, I can choose what I apply to, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Saving throw, ability score, or attack roll, I believe.
Yep.
Cool.
Just gonna.
Does it apply? I don't think it applies to damage, does it?
No, it's just the attack roll.
Yeah, the attack
ability,
roll. You can't use it on the damage dice. That's
throw.
what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, but gonna go ahead and swing at him with the little axe here.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Trip. You're my favorite kid.
I know.
All right. Yeah.
Ooh,
you
Nice.
You specifically did say you're kind of like bringing it around and hitting it with the club end of your axe. So you actually do 6 points of bashing damage instead.
Yeah, bashing is better than slashing.
So, but we'll count that. And let's see. And you did 6. So that's a total of 12 points of damage. Okay, you give the thing a colossal belt with the axe and dent in part of its shoulder blade. Kind of presses down, and now this one armor isn't quite as nimble and as dexterous as it was, but it is still very efficiently mobile. Gemma, what would you like to do now?
Realizing that it isn't human, I spend 1 second thinking, and then I decide to cast
Fireball.
magic missile at it. To be like, How about this? And then I cast magic missile. Ooh, shit. That's
How about magic missile?
pretty good.
Magic missile, you know. Okay.
And then I say, Octavius, get behind me.
Okay. All right, 12 points of damage. What color are your magic missiles, incidentally?
Purple.
Purple? Okay. In that case, good to know for future.
I just decided just now. So
good to
that
know
sounds
for future.
Nice.
Here you go. Not really purple, but it'll do. No, there is purple.
Cool.
There you go.
You should
Closer.
write in a complaint that there's no purple.
Yeah, I'll send it in. Hey, I want purple.
My eyes go back to normal, by the way. They're not black anymore.
There you go.
That was
Alrighty.
just a weird moment.
You slam. So basically, Trip's there. Trip, you're suddenly aware of these little glowing purple balls going flying around your body and slamming into this big suit of armor. As each one hits, it kind of echoes. It's almost like someone throwing golf balls at it, a tin can. You hear like dung 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 as they all like blast into it. It kind of staggers it a little bit, but it is still standing. Octavius, Mr. Bootscoot, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Okay, so let's get a little character building here. So, Gore, I want to see if there is anything that I can. So he's had a few seconds here to kind of sit back and survey the situation and
compose himself.
Everybody, yeah, everybody's saying it's not human. I can see that it looks like this empty shell. Every time something hits it, it doesn't really seem to react. So I want to see if I can pull any knowledge from all of the books that I have been poring over the last couple of years to see if there's anything I can, like, can I identify what this is or what it might be?
What skill are you thinking for this?
Or
what have you? Or
survival? Well, because so let me pop this up. So I have something that's called Hunter's Bane. I don't know if it works in this situation, but basically my character has.
Okay, so you get to make so it's an intelligence ability check, basically.
A wisdom survival.
Yeah.
Or an intelligence. Yes.
Well, it's you have advantage on wisdom survival checks to track it, and intelligence ability check to recall information. So yeah, so you're going to go ahead and make basically it's whatever your intelligence roll is. So intelligence plus D20 plus your intelligence.
D20 bonus. Plus intelligence. Okay, it's not too high, but again, this is kind of where he has been mentally the last. Of course, that's the same roll as last time. Cool.
I would say that is enough for you to identify it clearly as.
Oh wait! I have advantage on that.
See. And you do.
Oh, yeah.
I do. So you can roll again.
We'll try. If I roll an 8 again, I swear to God. Wow.
12. Okay, slightly more.
Okay.
You know enough to know that this is clearly some form of. I mean, I know it sounds dumb to say, but it's an animated object. Clearly, the object is armor. It could be animated by outside arcane forces, or it could be animated by spirits, or could even be possessed by some kind of spirit. You're not entirely sure, though, because you didn't really roll high enough to kind of discern that. But it's fairly clear to you that there definitely is not a living entity of any kind in this thing. That really, you're just trying to bust apart a suit of armor.
Yeah, okay. I think since I can't really add too much intellectually to this, I think I would kind of gather my wits, and seeing everybody start piling up on this thing, I would stand up and run up to behind it, because again, he doesn't want to be in the front at this moment, and just take a swipe.
Yeah. I would say that because you were kind of boot scooting, you weren't like literally prone.
Yeah.
So I think it's fair that you could kind of get up and jump forward enough to be able to do both of those things in your move action. You can make.
Yeah, I wasn't. I mean, and I was only a few. I mean, even if hat movement, I still had plenty enough to get up.
That's what I mean.
Him
so
okay. Cool. Yeah.
You're good.
I am gonna say as I kind of run up to it, something is controlling this tin can as I take a swipe of my sword here.
Okay.
I love him. I love him so much. He's so good.
That's a very good shot. All right. You bring your sword back and slam very hard into the back plate of this armor, the whole thing kind of shakes like shh, and you start noticing that the platelets are starting to kind of like get really loose. And instead of it being like a composed piece of armor now, it's more like the pieces are where they're supposed to be, but the gaps are bigger, and it's kind of clattery. Doesn't look like it would take a whole lot more to bring this thing down. Douglas.
Okay, I'm going to take another shot at it here. See if I can go for the other elbow. Oh, watch out, kids! And I'm going to go for...
You'll have someone's eye out with that thing.
Oh, boy.
Okay, you go... obviously, with all your family members around it, trying to be cautious, you misjudge a little bit, and it kind of goes flying. The arrow ricochets off the circular wall of the stairwell and kind of goes chink, and bounces all the way down.
Get that later.
Seth.
I'm going to repeat my punching attempts.
Okay.
Do I have advantage because Mr. Octavius is behind me? Or is he not quite behind me?
Well...
He's got like
Is that how
surround
advantage works?
sound.
Just
Is that
curious.
for 3.5 or 5?
Is that
that's
5e?
your thing. There is no flanking unless
Oh,
you're
there's
doing
no flanking.
No.
Hey.
I mean, technically, there is a flanking rule as an optional rule in 5e, but it's a little much, so we don't tend to.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay.
That's fine.
Nice try.
I had 3-5 brain.
No, you did. It's all right.
I am going to roll the inspiration because I want to get a hit.
You want it on this roll?
Yeah.
Well, you get.
Oh.
You only get one attack or 2 attacks.
Oh, I get 2 attacks.
You
I
want
mean,
it
I
on
have to
this
decide
roll,
right
or you
now.
wanna roll it on the other roll. Yeah, you
It's a
gotta
bonus
decide
D6.
before you roll another die.
Yeah, you got to decide before you roll it. So
Yeah. Okay.
put
Okay.
it on this one.
No, I'm not going to put it on this one. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit with this one.
Now,
Okay.
and that will hit.
Oh, that'll
Nice.
hit. Okay.
Okay,
So,
like Tyson Fury this weekend, you managed to duck down and bring up a solid uppercut. The helmet comes flying off. As the helmet comes flying off, the shoulders drop, the gauntlets fall off, the vambraces, the every part of the armor just kind of like clatters to the ground. A dented, ruined mess.
good job, everybody. Yeah. We smacked the hell out of it, huh?
That's one for the boulder.
I believe we should separate the pieces right now. And I'm gonna go over and like get the helmet and throw it off the balcony.
Okay.
I'm
What?
gonna rush over
was-
to Octavius. Are you okay? Are you okay? Did it hurt you?
I'm gonna scoff him up. I'm fine. I was always fine. I will always be fine. What?
You okay?
What was that thing?
I'm like toss all your hair around and like look at your face.
That's fine.
Do you have any scratches on your face?
No.
Any?
It messed up his hair a little bit.
And if
Look.
I did,
I'm trying to
I
comb
would
it
want
back
to
up.
leave them,
You could have died out there.
but I didn't.
But he didn't.
Yes, but you could have. The probability was pretty high.
We all could have
Unless
died.
Uncle Seth intervened.
And one day I will, and one day all of you will as well.
Okay, let's not talk like that. I'm gonna rush over to Seth and give him a big old hug. Thank you so much, for saving him.
Hey,
Okay.
what's your big bro for? I'm gonna hug you back.
All right, well, I think we got the monster, guys. So I guess we can.
Yes, and I believe we should do a buddy system from now on, right, Dad? That would be a better idea. So no
Stop.
one's ever left
Absolutely.
alone.
Yes.
Stop. It wasn't a monster.
What else would you call a suit of armor?
It was as if it was animated.
Okay, well, those little kids aren't gonna know that. They probably thought this was the monster. This
But
is it. We did it.
But I'm telling you, this is not a monster.
Also, wouldn't there be parents fighting it? If
Maybe
it were
they're-
the monster.
Maybe they.
Did anyone look at the
I don't
bottom
want
of
to
the
say this
balcony
in
and see
front
if
of you
they
guys,
did
but
parents?
maybe they're already. Maybe they're in another room. They've already been defeated by the monster. We just didn't find them yet.
Oh, due
And,
diligence.
I
let's
didn't
find them.
remind you guys, but please do turn off the
Oh, yeah.
off the map
Oh, yeah,
from the
absolutely.
stream. If you have not
Always
already
that
done
way.
so, please do. So you don't get any spoilers. You're not going to get much in the way of spoilers because I move everything off the maps purposely and didn't use any of the GM overlay. I turned it all off. But
Creeping little monsters up right now.
okay. Well, you had ventured through the southern door right as all that happened, so you didn't really get much of a description of what was in that room, because everyone kind of spun around in the doorway to deal with what was going on the landing.
Okay, so I'll go with Octavius and
I'll also go with Octavius.
okay, yes, me, Octavius, and Trip will be together, and
Oh, okay. If you guys think that's best.
You want to leave these two bumbling fools together?
I think maybe at
Don't-
least an adult with
that's your
the
dad.
children.
Seth will keep them safe.
Yeah, you need adults with you kids. You can't just go wandering around this house by yourself.
the
all
three
have
of
to
us
stay
will,
together.
the three of us will make a fantastic team.
Oh, okay. Well, I just
It's the
think
Hardy
maybe-
Boys and Nancy Drew.
I agree with you, which is sort of the problem.
With Gemma's brains, Octavius's brawn, and my knack for adventure and ability to play the harpsichord, apparently we'll be fine.
These two know nothing of the occult.
I know.
They'll be swallowed up by this house in
I know
moments.
plenty. You know, I study stuff like that too. You know, you're not alone in all your.
I understand. I'm talking about those two.
Okay, yeah, I kind of agree that if maybe we got no ghost knowledge at all, we maybe need at least one person who knows how to find them.
Please don't call it ghost knowledge. It's very demeaning.
Okay, sorry.
How about how about Octavius and Seth then?
Octavius, what can you tell us about you? I've seen your book collection, the one
Yes.
that you hide that you're not supposed to see.
Ooh, I just realized something.
You know about that?
You put it
Yeah.
behind a book that says math.
Yeah, we all kind of know about that, son. It's okay. It's fine.
But as it would seem, we are in that dark world that you've been living in all this time. Can you tell us anything about this that we might not otherwise know? Because this isn't my realm.
Octavius is going to visibly suppress like the moment he has been just praying for every night for the last like 2+ years. Just well, I can tell you many, many things about the dark world, the underbelly of the realm you all choose and believe we live on alone. But let me tell you, there are many dark, ominous things lurking around every corner, in every shadow, every creak of the floor, every groan of a door. You can use that in a line if you want. It's all yours, Trip. Go ahead.
I will.
Great. They are things you wouldn't believe. Things you wouldn't believe even if you saw them with your own 2 eyes.
Did you pee your pants when he tried to throw you over, Trip?
I didn't
I
peel
mean, sorry.
because
Octavius.
Dad made me go before we left, so I was fine.
He did. He's got a very small bladder. He needs at least 2 a trip.
Dad made me go before we left. That's too good.
So all of that apparently true. I'm gonna walk up and grab just a piece of armor, kind of hold it over the banister, and like just drop it and turn. This could have been any one of us, and just like.
That is a very good visual.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that. Now I know.
We are in a pretty serious situation, all that being said. And if something were to happen, say, to any one of us, Cuthbert, forget it, we need to be ready to act so that the rest of us don't die, right? I'm saying this as someone who
Right.
frequently runs away while Seth handles most of the fighting.
Ooh.
We might be in a situation where Seth has to stay back and fight something while we all run.
I did not agree to this.
You didn't agree to it, but did we agree to any of this?
Yes.
What I'm trying to
we
get
could
at
just
is we
leave
need
and
to
not
be-
deal with this.
I like that idea. I think that's a great idea. We could just get out of here, and this
It's very,
this
very
doesn't need to be our
interesting, but-
problem.
I'm feeling a little on edge about what just happened, and if there's more of this, then I feel pretty spent.
Gemma, I thought you were more into this. You're not a poser, are you?
Oh, we talked
No,
about
I am
that
not
word.
a poser. It's just fact that the studying I've done does not really equate to doing it in real life. That's all I'm saying.
You're not really about that life then, are you?
What, that necro life?
That afterlife.
I think we're all about that living life right now.
Yeah,
Sure.
for sure. That's the coolest life of all.
But what if we combined the two? Doesn't that get your blood just pumping?
No.
No.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
Right? I think this calls for further investigation.
I don't think so, and I'm gonna say no to that, because I am your father, and I think we should get out of here and report this to the authorities. And we just we go out of here and mind our own business.
Dad, he does make a very excellent point, though.
The
I
dead
do.
stuff is cool.
Well, exploring is, I mean, afterlife, the living life combined, it is quite interesting, isn't it? And I just thought about those kids outside. I do wonder, were they the same thing as this? And I point at the statue. Do you think they could have been dead?
Statue kids?
No, not statue, but just,
Oh,
animated.
She means animated kids.
Well,
That's
we're all
not the-
animated. That's the point of life.
It's
So-
Like dead.
They didn't look like zombies, if that's what you mean.
No, not zombies. Or they weren't animated either. You are clearly all out of your depth. It's a good thing I'm here.
It is a good thing you're here.
It is a good thing you're here.
I think it's a good
We're
thing
all
I
we're all
was here,
very
but
happy.
We're
Sure.
all very
Octavius.
glad
I
that
mean,
you're
all
here,
the
and I'm going to
time.
drop another piece of armor over the ledge.
Gonna go right over his head. Right over his head. No, there's no clue what you're getting at there.
I give Trip this like real frown as he says, "I'm glad that you're here," because I'm like, but
Yes, thank you, Uncle Seth. Thank you for being vigilant. Let that be a lesson to everyone in this room. We all must continue to be vigilant. We must be frosty. The further we traverse into this house, frosty. Don't you feel? Yes. Do you
Oh,
not
sorry.
feel the
Didn't mean to make
chill of death creeping up your
no, it's
spine at every turn? You must become the frost. You must become the creep. You must become the death if you are to overcome.
Oh,
I think Octavia should go with Seth.
I think he needs a nap, honestly.
I am a bit
little
cranky.
work-
I am a bit cranky
Getting a
and
little worked
hungry.
up here. But I think we should all stick together, and we're gonna just march down these stairs and get back to home.
Lead the way, Douglas.
Yeah. What about the baby? I mean,
The baby is probably dead already. But it could be alive but dead.
Okay, well, let's hope that it's just regular alive or regular dead, and neither
Well,
of the two
I mean,
combined.
you already opened the southern door. We might as well just walk through and see.
All
You
right,
did
we'll
want us to experience things as a family, Father. Now, I would love to get out of this house,
Camping
but I
and
can't
fishing.
deny it's
That does not
interesting.
mean this. Okay, everyone, we are going to explore one more room, and if there's a suit of armor, we are gonna turn tail and we're gonna hustle our bustle back down those stairs. You hear me?
This one.
Hey, Gemma, okay, wait, hold on. Let's all just hold hands and go together, please.
Okay,
But-
Trip.
but the southern route.
we have to hold hands.
I guess we have to hold hands. As they're all kind of like leading ahead, I'm gonna kind of like nudge Octavius and just be like kind of flash. I have like a wine flask, basically, like a little like a wine skin. I'm just gonna be like, this is some of my better stuff. Later. That was a close call, and
Are you handing it to Octavius?
I mean, if you reach to grab it, I'll hand it over. But like,
Oh yeah.
okay, then I'm just be like, kind of like sneak it to him, just be like, later we'll drink on your crossover, living, dead, living, whatever it was that you were. Just don't die.
I
Okay,
don't
so
plan
there's
on
the
it.
open door to the south. And then as you explore this little corner alcove, there are double doors to the right and another single door to the left. And for chat that's kind of like just here, that's watching, this is what they see as players. We are using something called dynamic lighting, which means they don't get to see the whole map. They only get to see whatever their character can actually see based on the light and their visibility that they have. So they don't always see what you see. Okay.
Gemma,
Yes.
I can't see down this hall, right?
I can't either.
Well, the door south is open, so, you know.
Perhaps you should open this
The
door.
main reason you can't see... I mean, you can... As I said, you can see that there is a door here and a door here, but it's just like a dark, shadowy shape. You can't see, but there's probably just enough light to kind of illuminate the two doors itself.
All right, well, I'm going to open up this door.
Okay.
The double doors to the north,
Alrighty.
as Gemma asked me to.
And reminder, Shaggy, you have 10 minutes with the Bardic Inspiration die, so
Cool.
still have it
Okay.
for until Gore says it's been 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
So, let me go ahead and remove this block. You guys can see into that room as you open it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow.
Clearly, this room is way more lavish than the rooms that you have seen before. The double doors to this room have dusty panes of stained glass set into them. Designed in the glass resembles, you guessed it, windmills. The dusty cobwebs-filled master bedroom has burgundy drapes covering the windows. Furnishings include a 4-poster bed with embroidered curtains and gossamer veils, a matching pair of wardrobes, a vanity with a wooden framed mirror, a small jewelry box sitting on top of that vanity, and a padded chair. There is a tiger skin rug laying on the floor in front of the fireplace, which has a dust-covered portrait of Gustav and Elizabeth Durst hanging above it. A web-filled parlor in the southwest corner contains a table and 2 chairs. Resting on the tablecloth is an empty porcelain bowl and matching jug. And from there, let's zoom up just to position this just a little bit more centric for our chat to see everything. There we go. You can see all of the stuff there. And there is another door in this far corner here that looks like there's kind of like a little bit of moonlight gleaming through a small window in the door. Okay.
I don't see any baby or
Oh, wait.
people.
My eyes immediately go to the vanity and the jewelry box.
Okay.
I don't know which one that is, but I'm like, wait, let me check something really quickly, please. And I'm going to go to it. What is it here?
That's the vanity,
No.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to check out that jewelry box with much interest.
Okay. As I said, it's a fairly intricately carved jewelry box. It has a single, like, little flick clasp. You know, the kind that just you lift the little hook up and pop the lid open.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop the lid open.
As I said, it is intricately carved. It itself is made of silver with gold filigree, and probably therefore worth something. It contains 3 gold rings, a thin platinum necklace with a topaz pendant, and a neatly folded letter.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to eye all those things, but not touch them yet. I'm just gonna grab the letter to see
Okay.
what that says.
Yeah, it's like a piece of fine vellum that's just been kind of like folded upon itself into 4. So you just like unfold it and.
Yeah.
Okay. You've guessed it. We have audio. So first of all, let me cue up the handout. You find it in my list of millions of handholds. Okay. So there is the letter. But we can do you one better. Let me just do this here real quick. Get up there. All right. Turn this down nice and low as background noise. Okay. And this is the letter.
My dear Mrs. Petrovna, your advice on dealing with the unwanted fiend in my home is very good advice indeed. Tonight's ceremony will proceed as planned when the moon is at its highest peak, without, of course, the attendance of Mr. Durst. I must agree with you that, yes, with such an innocent sacrifice, our proceedings may have better results. Although, innocent is not quite the term I would use. My thanks, Elizabeth Durst.
Alrighty. So, that is the letter. And what did I have here? Wait.
I read that out loud.
Okay.
In the best voice I can do. I know who that voice actor was. That was nice. That was awesome.
Wonderful.
So,
Matt.
yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah. Did you all catch that and understood it, or do you want me to play it again?
I'll just reread the note. I was distracted by Nat's voice acting because it was good, and I was like, "Oh, that's Nat,"
Yes,
and that made me happy. And then it took me a minute. I'm like, "Wait, I'm supposed to be listening."
That's what happened to me too.
I did the same thing. I pulled up to read. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't read it.
Yeah.
Maybe we should listen to it one more time. How about that?
Okay, I'll play it again. Here you go.
Just for Nat.
Yeah, that sounds spooky.
My dear Mrs. Petrovna, your advice on dealing with the unwanted fiend in my home is very good advice indeed. Tonight's ceremony will proceed as planned when the moon is at its highest peak, without, of course, the attendance of Mr. Durst. I must agree with you that, yes, with such an innocent sacrifice, our proceedings may have better results. Although, innocent is not quite the term I would use. My thanks, Elizabeth Durst.
Alrighty. There you go.
Does this letter look old or newish?
Much like everything else, it's in reasonably good condition. It doesn't look that old.
Okay. I'm gonna take the whole jewelry box and stash it.
Okay. Just pick up the whole thing. I don't blame you.
Yep.
Okay.
Put it in my bag before my dad sees. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'll if I see that happening, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Douglas, what's that over there?" And like point over this direction.
I know that Octavius was in the room when you kind of like lifted it up and was reading the letter. So he's probably aware. He'll probably see you stash it. Seth was also there.
Oh yeah, I'm just looking straight at you as you steal.
At the very least, Octavius and Seth would know that you just pocketed the jewelry box. The jewelry box itself is about, probably about 12 by 6 inches. Not particularly heavy, but not light either. So, it's the sort of thing that you can kind of slip under your cloak, but it's a little bulky.
Sure. Okay, cool.
All right. So that's what you find on the vanity.
Well, it looks like some dark sacrifices have been made here in this house. I wonder where.
Like
I wonder
goats
what.
or anything?
What did you say? Boats?
A goat, maybe? A goat?
I heard boats as well.
Sorry, trying to find that accent. It's a little tricky.
Well, a goat would be nice. I doubt it, though, Father.
Innocent, not innocent sacrifice.
Bad goat.
I will
Rabbit
also,
one.
I'll also
Goat.
point out.
Father not
not
present
naughty.
for ritual. Bastard son.
You think?
But explain the deeply haunted house.
I have an
Interesting.
idea.
Hmm.
What if it was Mr. Durst?
What, they sacrificed Mr. Durst?
We wasn't there.
Well, he would have
how
to
is
he would
he
have to
even-
be there in order to be sacrificed, wouldn't he?
Yeah, Seth,
Yes.
at least with the goats, you know they're there, so.
Oh, but
I like Trip's idea.
no.
I don't like it. It's a horrible thing, but
Well, yes, I can agree with that, but it's quite interesting.
We probably maybe should. I was down to fight suits of armor before. But
Not evil goats.
not evil goats. If the evil goats are in fact bastard children of crazy windmill owning lords.
I'm not sure I would understand how to fight it either. I mean, I'm still studying my magic, and
From what
I
I've
don't know what
heard,
would work.
the thing you did earlier with the big purple death thing tends to work.
That's good.
Not much else though.
That was.
So you'll
I'm-
be able to do something. The rest
I'm
of us are screwed.
exhausted. I'm exhausted. I can't possibly do that again.
Well, that's not good.
That took it
You
all
wanna-
out of me.
Shall we rest? There's a bed.
No, this is a very haunted house. I'm not resting here. No, I think I. Please, no.
8-hour nap looks just about. This is the sort of place I could really get comfortable and rest in.
Okay, so do we agree that we need to get out of here now then?
Well, this letter just upped the stakes, didn't it? Now we have to know if the baby's being sacrificed
And-
or have been sacrificed already.
To
We
deal
have
with a
to.
fiend in the home.
Well, maybe
Dad.
that was the fiend.
You're in the business of baby saving. You should know what this means to figure it out.
Of course I do. Yes, and we should maybe check for a nursery. Yeah. For
No, it
clues.
there was the servant quarters down below. We
You have a
inspected
door
all the rooms,
here
it
and a
wasn't
door
there.
here as well.
So it must have
Okay.
been in the on.
Well, if I was a very rich parent, I would put my baby's nursery right near my room. And this looks like this maybe was their room. So
Well, why don't you check that door over there? I'm going to point to the east.
I mean, that's clearly outside of the room.
Could be an outside nursery.
I don't think that's
Yes,
not
let's have the baby fall off the balcony.
that's not gonna be it.
I'm just
I mean,
joking.
there
You
are
just
a
don't
lot
get
of
my
songs
humor.
about babies falling.
That's
I'm gonna
true.
look at the table over here. Is there anything interesting?
Just the wash basin and water jug.
Okay, that's not there. Okay. Well, there's some water here if anyone's thirsty. I guess we'll just keep looking around.
I'm gonna open this door while Douglas does that.
Okay. Alrighty. And I don't know if I don't think there's hardly any light can penetrate in there. But what you see, let's see.
See much.
What you see is basically an empty, choked closet. There are no clothes, but there are a lot of hanging pegs where clothes could be hung. There's also this teeny tiny door in this bottom corner here, too.
But nothing in here. No clothes or anything. And I'm gonna look at Gemma as I say it.
I know sometimes in these dark maps, sometimes it's hard to see some of these little doors. That's why I'm kind of reminding you and pointing them out, because you would know that that's what that was.
Those nice drapes could be made into clothing.
Maybe they all just
Or
left.
I could
already.
just rip them.
I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna check out this one.
The little door is about 3 foot off the ground.
Oh,
And
this is like an Octavius door.
yeah, it's kind of more like a small, and it's kind of like got a bamboo kind of like shutter that you'd like lift up as opposed to open.
Okay, can I open it?
You can. Inside there, you see what appears to be. Did they? Yeah, they did cut it. Okay, there we go. A rope that is kind of like going straight down the center.
Mm-hmm.
Like from up above and going down a floor below. Gemma, now that you're seeing this, you probably acknowledge what this is, because you found the one downstairs.
All right, I go, Octavius, don't forget that door.
What door?
You know, the one we saw in the kitchen. You know, the getaway door.
Oh, yes, of course. The getaway door.
It looks like a laundry chute. That's probably where they put all their laundry.
Father, stick your head in it and look up and down.
I'm good. I wanted to give me a little snap on the neck. I've already got neck problems. I don't need any more. Well,
So Doug, we checked one more room.
and there's no spooky suits of armor. So
Gemma, as you kind of peer out through the little glass, it's like a little small kind of glass panel in the door. It goes out onto like a 5x10 little mini balcony.
Okay.
I mean, you're welcome to open the door if you
balcony.
wish, but you can see what's out there by looking.
I want to go out there to see where the moon is at and what phase of the moon it is.
Okie dokie then.
Wants to howl at it, don't you?
Oh. Move that. Okay.
Oh, didn't we do this earlier in prior episodes? Because we were howling, right? And then we were made fun
Right.
of.
You
It wasn't
step
a full
out.
moon.
It's about 30 foot down to the ground. If you remember when you approached the house, you actually saw a balcony out front, but this is one you wouldn't have seen because this is a much smaller balcony out the back. There are no chairs or anything out here, just kind of like an iron grated fence around. And it kind of looks down over the backyard.
Okay. I'm going to look up into the sky for the moon. See.
Okay,
high it is,
it is
what
a
phase
very
it is.
dark and overcast night. You can't see any stars.
Darn.
You can see a faint kind of glow behind some of the overcast clouds to indicate, well, that's where the moon is, but you can't really see it.
Okay. Are you okay, Trip?
Yeah, I'm just thinking if
Throw
we
myself
do
off
need
this
to
balcony.
rest, it's not going to be in this house. And I'm just like looking around the yard to try and find like a place where we would be able to like get some R&R.
Unless you plan on
A nice patio.
resting in some bushes, or
mean,
out in the cold, damp
Poolside
air.
hangout.
It is pretty chilly out here, and the air is very damp. Bearing in mind that on the other side of the house, it was mostly swamp.
Okay.
So, and kind of like
Headed
looking
in, I'm
down,
freezing.
it's almost like you're looking on the top of a sea of rolling kind of fog and mist.
like just mist as far as the eye can see kind of deal.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, boy.
A lot of that probably comes from being the fact that it is cold and damp and that there is marsh, so it's probably causing that fog.
Where would we go if we left? There's
I have no idea where we are right now. Just weird because I love maps. And this is not a place I recognize.
yeah.
Yeah, it's safe to assume you're not in Kansas anymore.
We're past the point of no return.
Okay, so you wander back inside. You shutting the door behind you, or are you kind of leaving that door open, or?
I'm gonna shut it so it doesn't
Okay,
bang
alright.
around later.
Okay.
no creepy sacrifice ritual out there.
It would have been done on the premises inside the house.
What about
upstairs or downstairs, you think?
Well, there's usually some sort of
Do
a
like spirits rise, like hot air, or
like heat.
yeah?
No.
Oh, okay, that makes sense because you think of well, do you?
Well, ghosts are cold, Dad.
Ghosts are cold, but you know, like demons are hot, so
Right. But
okay.
a sacrifice would it would make a ghost and summon a demon.
But the ghost will come up, so the sacrifice maybe happens at the bottom floor, and then they rise up.
They would have a room prepared for such an atrocious act.
Okay, so you'll know what's in that kind of room, maybe. If we see that.
If we find it, yes, it would not be a bedroom or a water closet. I don't know what they call bathrooms in D&D. Is it a thing? Is it just a bathroom? I feel like there's another
Water
thing for it.
closet.
Chamber pots. We have chamber pots.
Chamber
Chamber
pots.
pots.
Ye old dunny.
Chamber pots with a little moon on the door.
Okay, well let's.
You know what I mean?
Yes, a little moon on the door.
Okay, great.
Let's check another room so we can try to find this little special room you're looking for. I think that
feel
would
like-
be fun. Don't you think that would be fun?
So now you do want to stay.
No, I don't want to stay. I just want to
There was
see
a
that
door
this is no
here
big
as
deal
well as a
and
reminder.
there's no sacrifices happening.
I
and
know
then
you
we
can't
then
see
we
it
can
for as
go.
you walk through there, so there's one right here.
Okay, got it.
Are you trying to say that what is happening isn't happening?
I don't think anything's happening. Let's just
I-
find
Father.
out what's
Father, you
going
silly,
on.
silly man.
There's got to be a reasonable explanation for this, and we're going to get to the bottom of it, and we're going to get out of here, and then we're going to report these crazies to the authorities. Like I said, we're gonna get this place shut down so it doesn't spook anybody else that comes wandering around.
Does anyone else find it strange that of all the rooms in the house, the master bedroom is the one with no fire lit?
Oh.
I didn't until you said that, and now that's the scariest thing I've ever heard.
Okay.
So there's that.
Do you think it's like
Hold. So you've just said that, so give me just a second.
Oh no, what have you done, Trip?
Good job, Trip. You killed us all.
Nope.
You tripped the trip.
I spring the traps.
Oh.
I tear the
Fire.
drapes.
Blows in your
I'm
face and
tripped.
you die.
Oh, I hate when I do that.
What I do.
Don't want to do that. Stop. Stop roll 20. Ah!
Rug is animated as well, and I'm going to die. Whoa!
Hold on. Yeah, roll. There we go. Roll 20's
I
being.
moved the house.
Roll 20's being a dick.
Drinking.
Hold on. Just to add to the weird creepiness of this whole thing. Oh, shit. What is going on? This thing has been very touchy and sensitive today.
Yeah, it's a little laggy. Wouldn't be surprised if roll 27
Is he fit?
having a bad day.
Right. As you, almost as if, like, you know, like, literally on cue, as you notice it, and you say that, suddenly, without any warning at all, a fire erupts in the fireplace, and immediately starts to help illuminate the room a little further.
Isn't it strange how I don't have a candle in triple ale? Ah.
It was a nice idea.
Okay, well it's voice activated, like maybe a clap or something to get it to turn on, you know?
Clap on, clap off. The clapper.
That's they're very rich, so they probably have got, you know, some kind of technology for that.
Like a servant named Alexa or something.
Yes, exactly.
Gore,
Or
I
a
don't want-
simulation.
I don't want things to sound weird, but you moved the map, so or maybe it's just my screen.
You're all back
Everything's-
where you should be now.
Yeah, you're in the doorway.
Everything
Refresh, Shaggot,
You might have to.
I gotta refresh
You may
that.
have to refresh.
because everything shifted like up.
Oh
so
yeah, you just need to
Yeah, no,
refresh.
it's back.
people are on the bed and yeah, okay, all right, good.
Things are getting wild.
Yeah, I went to
what a
pick up
weird
an
family.
icon and it picked up the whole map. So
Okay, cool. I refreshed and everything's fine.
okay, cool.
Okay. I'm like, we need to get out of that room very quickly, please. Father, please, there's a door here.
Okay.
I don't like fires just spontaneously showing up.
I think that's kind of convenient.
It's almost
actually.
worse
I'm
than the statue.
look into having that done at home, because that would be just amazing.
There's nothing to crack jokes about now.
Tivius, what
Serious.
do you make of this?
Yeah.
Boys,
I'm gonna
please?
walk up to it and just to see if it is emanating. I want to see if it's actually a fire or if it was like a projection of fire.
Okay. You kind of walk up to it. You can definitely feel some warmth coming from it.
Okay. I'm gonna take a few more steps and just like.
It's getting hotter.
Okay, it is getting hotter.
Yeah. I mean, as you reach your hand towards it, you become very aware that if you was to put your hand in the flames, you'd expect to be burned.
Okay. I just wanted to see if it was.
Yeah. It's not just like it doesn't. It's not like an image of a fire. It does feel like it probably is a fire, and it's crackling as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna slowly turn back towards Trip, and now with the backlight, my face is gonna be shadowed, and I'm gonna say,
The house is listening to us.
So we just mind what we say? Should I be polite?
Meanwhile, in the hallway, Gemma, you're standing in front of this door.
Yes, I will open that door.
You want to open that door? Okay.
Yeah.
There is little to no light in that room. The door is now open. You can see, however, the kind of shadowy outlines of what looks like a wooden tub. Maybe a small iron stove with a kettle resting on it. And a barrel under a spigot against the eastern wall.
Okay. I'm just going to close it and just go, it's just the bathroom. Does anyone need to go?
Octavius? Do you need another break there, bud?
what?
There's no shame in taking a little tinkle before we go.
The house might be watching.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm sorry. I thought that was like I thought that was happening simultaneously.
Pretty much. Yeah. So,
okay. Yeah. After I say that to Trip, I'll just like, just kind of quickly run past him.
Attaboy.
And look back. What?
Yeah.
There's a little restroom here if you need to take a little break.
Little boy's room.
Boy's room?
Father, family. Father, family.
Yes?
I've come to the conclusion that the house is listening to us.
What do you want us to do about that?
Is it a nice house or is it a ghost mean house?
Is it a nice house?
Well, it lit the fire when we asked, so that was kind of nice, don't you
Or
think?
It
was it
almost
showing-
killed Octavius' dad.
Was it showing off its
Oh, do you think
powers?
It controls the statues too?
Was it toying with us?
Well, maybe the house just wants somebody to be kinder to it and not make sacrifices on its premises. Maybe it's a cursed house because of that. Maybe
Sure.
it wants to get rid of the people it thinks are going to do bad things in it.
Why don't you say one nice thing about the house, Father?
What was it that Elizabeth said? Something about the unwanted fiend in her home?
Right, yes.
Yes.
Maybe she was unsuccessful.
I think haunted is
pursuing this.
understating what might be happening here.
You can look at. Oh, hang on. Let me do a thing. Let me make it to where you guys can look at that letter.
And I like the decorating is very dark academia, and I
Yeah,
really
it should
appreciate
be
that.
to where you can look at. You should all be able to pull it up if you
Got
want
the
to.
aesthetics on lock here.
Yes, it's very nice.
Curse lifted.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Okay. Yep. Anyway, do you need to go to the bathroom, or it's okay if you do? I'll stand outside. I'll be right there.
I haven't had anything to drink.
And I'm gonna shoot a little look over to Trip.
I'm fine.
Hey, well, you're gonna regret that if we get a little further in and there's not one around.
Okay.
Thanks.
Seth,
You'll
while they're
regret it.
doing that, you've wandered down the hallway. Are you doing anything in particular, or are you just
I'm
standing
sick
here?
and tired of whatever they're talking about up there. So I'm just going to open this door on this side.
Okay.
The one that wasn't open.
Alrighty. We can make that a thing.
Thank you.
Oh.
All right. You open that small door. It appears to be a storage room. There are dusty. There are dusty shelves near the top. The ones below are not so dusty. A few of the shelves that aren't so dusty have folded sheets, blankets, and several bars of soap. There is also a very ornate and interestingly carved broom leaning against the far wall. Like right there.
Oh, I can barely see that. I mean, because the
Yeah, well, that's it. You don't have a whole lot of visibility. So, but you can see. Let's see. You can see the shelves either side, and the broom is leaning up all the way at the back here.
Yep, I'm gonna face north as I hear Gemma walking towards me. Nope, with the little one.
With the little one.
As you turn to face north, you hear something fall in the room. You hear like a ting 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 ting.
Oh God.
Yeah, instinctually I would back up. Like I would back up and look into the room.
The broom is
Not
now
startled.
laying on the floor, like in that closed little storage room. Like it got knocked over somehow or by something. But
What's
it's
in there,
just
Uncle?
kind of laying there.
See for yourself. It has sheets and blankets and a broom
Okay.
that fell over by itself.
What?
Well, it was up and now it's down.
That's
You see?
not good. Let's not.
Well,
Don't get near that broom. Could be another animated object.
I'm gonna look at Gemma without regard to what she just said to me, and then say, "It looks really fancy, jewel box."
My eyes are gonna dart back to it. Like, what do you mean fancy? And I'm gonna look into the room
Kind
again.
of squint. You can see that it has got carvings on the broom handle, but you can't really make them out because it's so dark in
Okay.
there.
It could be cursed. I see carvings. It's a broom, though. What am I gonna do with a fancy broom? Sweep a nice room.
What are you gonna do with a jewelry box? I'm gonna give her like a scolding look.
You're asking me what the difference between nice jewelry, and a broom is, Uncle?
Busted.
Well, that suit of armor's. And I'm gonna point at the pieces that are still on the top floor, this balcony. I'm gonna be
A
like,
larger piece, like probably just the breastplate at this
they're
point.
really nice too, but you didn't take any of those, and it almost killed your brother.
Shh, please. I just like having nice things, you know that.
I mean, everybody is on the balcony at this point, so whether they know what you're talking about or not, they are hearing the conversation for sure.
I'm just gonna hold my hands up and be like, it's fine, whatever.
Like glance towards my dad and look away.
We're not taking any more things, right, Gemma?
No.
We agreed to leave everything where it is, right? No sticky fingers here. We talked about this.
I go through this door without saying anything.
Okay. This is the door that you guys had opened, but while you'd opened it, you hadn't really, you suddenly were startled by the noise out on the balcony, so no one's really explored this room or looked at this room yet.
Okay.
Okay. What can we tell you about this room? So, it is an elegantly appointed bedroom. There is a lit fireplace, surprisingly enough. There's a single door to your right and double doors further down on the right-hand side. It is a fairly large room, but yet a simple room. It is, there's a large bed, 2 end tables, an empty wardrobe. Mounted on the wall next to the wardrobe is a full-length mirror with an ornately carved wooden frame that looks like ivy and berries. There is a crib in this room. a smallish crib, about the size that a baby could be in, with hanging black shrouds over top of it. You can't see into it. It's like, you can imagine like a wooden crib with like a little canopy above, and you'd reach forward and pull the little black shrouds.
Creepy. Wait, where is that in the room?
That would be... over here in this corner. It's not on the map, but it's here.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay. I'm gonna walk further in then. I'm like, I don't want to.
Then you
I
got the
would
cupboard
rather not
here.
open these doors until everybody's
here.
in this room.
Okay.
As her dad said that we should all stick together.
So you're going to kind of wait until everybody else gets
Buddy
in the room
system.
before you whip open any doors? Okay.
Yes.
Everybody in. Octavius, come on now. No falling
Right.
behind.
A little moonlight is shining through both of these double doors, once again indicating, and knowing your proximity, that is probably the balcony that was out front of the house that you saw when you came first.
Can someone see if those two children are still standing out there?
Oh, and let me rephrase what I just said. This door is actually already open. Let me go ahead and fix that for you.
Oh, okay.
And that's where the crib is, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I do apologize. Yep.
Creepy.
Did you still say like look at the kids?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll scurry over to the window and throw it open
Okay.
if I can.
Yeah, you can. You unhook the shutter, pull the curtains back, and look outside. You can make out the edge of the road, but you can't see the kids. That being said, of course, they were told specifically to hide.
I'll turn around
And be like, well, the children are gone.
Well, we did tell them to hide, so maybe they're just hiding.
Doing as they're told.
I gotcha. I pulled a prank on you.
Oh,
I knew they were hiding.
good.
It's just my sense of humor. Not many people understand it.
I'm not surprised.
I look at Octavius and shrug at him like,
I
Yeah,
think you're hilarious, Gemma. It's great stuff.
Thank you.
Oh, God.
Thank you, Dad. I don't want to open that crib. I'm quite terrified. And I think, does anybody else want to do it?
Yes.
No, not you, Octavius. Somebody older.
What?
Yeah, let a grown up do it. Seth?
I'm good leaning against this wall. I'm gonna just put my back.
What is that behind Seth there?
There's a big mirror with a wooden frame
I'm
and
against the mirror.
ivy, and berries carved all the way around it.
Yeah, I don't care about my image. I'm just leaning against the mirror. Against the wall.
That's fine.
I'm good.
All right. Well, I don't worry. I got this. There's obviously nothing in this crib, so I'll just
Dad.
go take a look.
I know you'll be fine, probably, and also, this is the kind of stuff you deal with, right? You'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. This is just a normal, regular old crib. No ghost babies inside at all.
Okay. All of a sudden,
Oh.
as you approach the crib, Seth and Octavius, immediately the dog, you hear that, and as that happens, out of the wall comes a shimmering spectral form that goes, "No!"
Oh, crap.
And it is moving, floating apparition across the floor, heading in the direction of the crib.
Oh my
boy.
god.
So you guys will see it because you have it out of the peripheral. So Octavius and Seth will see it first. Trip, you'll hear it like behind you, and your skin will probably start to almost crawl because it is a very weird, hollow no. Inside the room, Gemma and Douglas will hear this sound too as you approach the crib. Douglas, you are close enough. If you wish to pull open the crib at this moment, you can do so. Or if you're more interested in what's giving you a negative statement behind you. By
Yeah,
all
no,
means,
I'm
pay
gonna-
attention to that.
I'm gonna whip around and be like, oh, I wasn't gonna do anything to the ghost.
Okay, it stops in the doorway. The spectre appears to be a young woman, although the form is kind of very shimmery and hard to kind of like, it floats in and out. She kind of like, where am I?
Are you
Walter!
Oh. Are you okay? Ghost.
I'm sorry, that's offensive where I come from. We don't use the G word.
Are you okay, comma, ghost?
Ghost.
I mean, other than the dead thing, of course. No. Yeah, so kind of looking at her, it seems like she has moments of cognitiveness of like where she is, mixed in with moments of not knowing where she is and being very, very confused.
Does she look like the woman from the portraits?
She looks very much like the servant. Now, in the first portrait that was downstairs in the foyer, that was the portrait with all the family. And then she was off to the side holding the baby, holding baby Walter.
Okay.
But she was not in the other portraits that you saw after that.
Oh. I know who you are. You're the one that gave birth to the son. What was his name? Do I know a name?
Walter.
Walter.
The baby?
Okay,
yes, it's the servant from the pictures.
The servant is the mistress. There's a ghost in front of us.
Okay, we're not here to hurt anybody. We're just here to help. Can we help you, ma'am ghost?
She kind of like glances around the room a good bit and then stops and her eyes are fixed on the crib. And you see her kind of like, as if she's searching for a thought. And at that point, she floats over to the crib. Motions as if she's opening up the curtains. But the curtains do not actually move because her arms go through it.
Okay.
You see her reach in and go through the motions of picking up a small child. And then she begins to motion as if she's rocking a baby, but there is no baby there.
Okay.
Ask her where Walter is. Ask her.
Is Walter in the crib? Do you want me to open it?
She kind of looks very confused at you, and then she like looks at her empty hands. And then she looks back at you, and then back at her empty hands, and continues to rock.
Okay, I'm gonna just really, really shakily just like pull the little bit of the cover.
I have a hand on you while you do
back
that.
from it. Like, okay, we're just here to help. No reason to be upset. And I'm just gonna slowly pull the curtains back on the crib.
Scared.
Is that the right thing to do?
We'll find out.
So you're just going to kind of like pull the piece
yeah,
of
I'm just trying to help her. Like, okay, let's just see who's in here.
You glance inside. You can see the bedding and kind of like some rolled up swaddling over to one side, but there is no baby or any form of baby there.
Okay. It looks like the baby's not here. Maybe there's another room we can help you.
Yes. Show us the baby.
Okay. As you're kind of saying that, Go
have to see
ahead,
what
if you
anything.
will, Seth, and
Yes.
give me a wisdom save.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Has it been 10 minutes?
I'm going to say close to, but not quite.
So just a straight wisdom
Use
save?
it. Use it.
It's
Use your
a
inspiration.
perception
Use
check.
it.
Okay.
I think wisdom perception. Yeah.
Okay.
Use your inspiration. It's gonna run out.
Yeah, I'm definitely using it. So another 1d6 on top of that. All right. So
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
Not bad.
12.
A 12. Well, I'm only saying this because you very specifically was leaning up against the mirror, right?
Yes.
But you've noticed now you didn't notice it before because you kind of like were startled and pulled away from the mirror when the spectre floated through. But the mirror's not 100% attached to the wall anymore. The left side of it is, but the right side seems to have pulled away a little.
Okay, yeah, because I was leaning against it, and then the specter went by, and then I saw it in the doorway, so I actually stopped leaning against it and backed up.
Right.
You know.
So it's
out of,
almost
kind
like
of
when you were
fear.
leaning against it, you pressed in on a mechanism, and then when you walked away, it popped back out, and as if like pressing it would release a catch. You know, kind of like those things where you push them in or push them whatever. And
Right, yeah, it gives. And,
So you've noticed that. And there is a faint glow coming from behind it, like through the area.
Yeah,
Fancy IKEA mirrors.
I'm gonna disregard that for now and just keep my eyes looking at this ghost in the other room, which is
to answer a chat question as well. So she looks like a very kind of like warped isn't the right word, but kind of shimmering form. Like she's not 100% solid, and her features don't always like as she moves. It's almost like it takes them a second to kind of catch up and resettle themselves. Like she moves and then she's blurred, and then when she comes back to the center, as I said, she looks kind of like a fairly young woman. Clearly, she looks very disturbed, confused, but
There's no like axe in her head.
no,
or something?
there's no obvious signs of wounds or anything on her.
A corporeal, uncorporeal.
She's definitely incorporeal, yeah.
I'm gonna kind of go ahead.
Father, I believe this ghost is very, very confused and concerned about her baby. I think we need to go find the baby quickly.
Yes. What I was just gonna say, just get back over to the door, and we're gonna
come this way, like that.
No, don't call her. Just we're gonna find your baby, ma'am. Just stay right here, and
stay there.
Don't come out. Okay.
That was the coolest moment of my life.
So, that thing I said about nothing actually being here, I was wrong. There is a ghost in there, and she's looking for a baby.
She didn't attack us, and that was so incredible.
Exactly. So let's find a baby
Find
for
the
her.
baby.
So at this point, you guys are all kind of pointing over here. Trip, this entire time you've just been kind of sitting in the corner.
Yeah.
What have you been doing? Just kind of like just leaning there, staring blankly, or?
Yeah, kind of like I'm just kind of there. I'm just like thinking over like what I've seen and what I kind of know from the notes, and I'm like muttering under my breath, kind of just like what a cool thing.
Okay, give me a DC. Give me a perception check for me.
Okay. Can I elect to use my passive?
You can tell me what it is. Yeah.
Okay. My passive is 17.
Yeah, you've been in this room, so in that case, we're not going to roll. I'm going to tell you that you've realized as you've kind of sat here that there is something kind of underneath these covers in the main bed. It's not big enough to be a body, really, but it clearly, there's something like underneath the covers.
Oh.
Oh
Okay.
God.
And it's not sort of like a big enough thing that you really would have seen it in a kind of like darkish room, especially when you're fixated on a door or a specter. But with you being in the corner, kind of like having time to just let your eyes wander and stuff, you will have noticed it.
Okay. I'm just kind of thinking to myself, like, what if they hired her on as staff to raise her own child? This is cruel. And I'm gonna like kind of like look at the bed and see the thing under. And I'm gonna be like, Octavius.
Yes.
There's something on the bed.
You did it.
And I'm just gonna kind of like shaky hand, kind of like point at the sheets and be like, "There's something there."
Octavius is gonna unsheath his rapier and take a few steps over to it and kind of get down and give Trip a little like.
I'm gonna have mine out too then and be like, "Yep."
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a little.
Stab.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a little. Yeah, like to go ahead and throw the covers back since you're a little closer.
Yep.
Out to that side of it, and I'll be ready.
Yep. Okay, so I'll get my tip of the sword under it, and I'll just like kind of flick the bedding open.
Okay. As you do so, the first thing you notice is that the white sheet is stained dark and brown. The blanket's underside is stained dark and brown as it flies off and lands on the floor, revealing a human skeleton in little more than a nightdress. However, from the many rips in the bedding and the rips in the nightdress, you don't have to be a genius to figure out that whoever was in this bed was basically stabbed to death with probably 20 to 30 stab wounds.
Trip is going to like fall back into the doors and just like because I was just stewing on how cruel it was to hire her on as staff and then they stabbed her to death.
It's about now that you can kind of draw the conclusion that nightdress, the shape of it, the way it hangs, that's what's on the specter.
This is a resting place.
There's no rest here.
Yeah, evidently. Oh, so what do we do?
Well, at this point, Seth is over here peering kind of like at this mirror, right? Probably to one side of it.
I mean, my attention is definitely drawn to what's on the bed, but
yeah,
I'm gonna point to Gemma and be like, light. I'm gonna fiddle with the mirror's edge to like open it, I guess.
You can basically open it, and it will open almost like a door. Revealing like it's hinged on one side. Let me go ahead and remove that for you. Okay. There is a small flight of stairs going up in a dimly lit little hallway.
Can you please cover the skeleton?
Dead things, Charlie.
Back
Dead
up,
things.
please. That.
Yeah, I don't think we need to see that, or you don't want to upset the ghost. Also,
It's interesting though that she died there, and the ghost of her
I'll
lingers.
She's
go
bound
forward
to this
and
room.
I'm
Yes.
going to kind of like, I guess like carefully and like thoughtfully retuck the bed and like almost apologetically.
Okay.
Uncle,
All right.
where'd you go?
You see him walk through the doorway behind the mirror and into the stairwell.
Oh,
wait, where are you going?
I thought there was a fourth floor here. That makes sense.
Yes,
You
there
did?
is
The attic.
indeed.
The kid talked about the attic.
Hmm.
This must be the attic.
He did talk about.
They said the father wanted them to stay in the. Was it they wanted them to stay in the attic or stay away from the attic? I can't remember now. Either way, this poor ghost believes that their baby is like still alive or something, or she still thinks she's alive, and there's confusion, and I do believe we should clear it up for her. Upstairs.
I do think that would be a nice thing to do.
Okay.
So
Your dog is probably over here cowering in this corner, incidentally.
Oh.
With this specter being... And I'm saying it's a specter, ghost, spook, whatever.
I'm gonna come over here and just kind of lean in and be like, so sorry, just for comfort's sake, and I'm just gonna kind of slowly close the door. Come on, Whiskey, it's all right. Come on, boy.
Okay.
I'm gonna beckon him over to us over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna
put your door back in
stairs.
place. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Door is closed. Alrighty. You're going to ascend the stairs. You're going to take the dog with you, or because the dog doesn't want to move, you're going to have to kind of drag it.
He won't come.
Not voluntarily. He needs to be like
come on.
Fingers in the collar and pulled.
Okay, then I'm doing it. Come on.
Then what I'm going to do, if you'll allow me, just so that I can maneuver you guys to the next section of the map, I'm going to put you over here, and that way I can pick you all up and move you together and make everybody's life easy. And we rotate the dog. We'll put him here. Okay, so y'all stay put there. And I will move you to here. And then I'll move you so chat can see you. This is where I'm going to have fun with this map, because the way they designed this does not work particularly well being zoomed in. So you're going to have to forgive me, chat. It's going to be a little smaller for you to see. If I zoom all the way in, I think I can't scroll over. Oh, no, I can. Okay, we're good. I'll do it that way. All right. Yeah, so you kind of go up. You get to the top of the stairwell, a small landing, and then it takes a sharp turn to the left and comes to a door at the top of the stair.
I go to the door and open it against my better judgment.
You die horribly, the end.
Thank you.
Thanks
Finally
for the
get out of
game,
this
Gore. It was really
family.
All right.
Thanks for the game, Gore. It was just a fun little one-shot that ended there.
Okay. You wander into what appears to be a kind of like large attic hallway. There are numerous doors. There is a window to your immediate right. Staring down the length of the hallway, you can see a door here and here. There is another door here, and yet a fourth door to the left here. And I don't know where everybody else is, but if they want to move to where they feel like they want to be.
Yeah, I'm going up too. Sorry, I didn't know if you wanted...
No, that's okay. Yep. Just get yourselves, if you're going in the room or at the top of the landing.
Yep. Following up.
Okay, other than the bracers and the torches on the walls, the window and those doors, there is nothing remarkable about this hallway at all. No paintings, no carvings, no murals, no hanging tapestries to rip. None of that fun stuff.
Man.
I think we should be quiet up here.
Man.
I believe it'd be best to go counterclockwise, starting with this door.
Reed, let's do it. Seth?
I'm going to kind of groan as I approach this door.
Okay.
I'm going to open it.
For the first time, you have found a room that does not want to open. You grab hold of the handle and it is clearly locked.
What does the doorknob look like, Seth?
Look for yourself. I mean, right in front of you.
Yeah,
Dad found a key.
I have a key. You think this will fit? I want to just kind of wave it around. What do you think? Let's give it a go.
All right. I asked you to make a note of where you found that key. Did you?
Yes, I did. It is from the desk in the library.
The desk in the library.
Yes.
Make sure. Which actually wasn't a full-blown library, was it? It was the little. There we are. No, so
It's
it
the
was.
a
half
library.
It was a library. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So you do indeed have an iron key.
Mm-hmm. Does it look like a match?
Could well be.
Okay, I'm gonna try to stick it in.
All right. Yes. It fits in and turns rather smoothly.
Oh,
Right, this is it. This is it.
So yeah, I'm going to open the door after it's unlocked.
All righty.
did it, Dad? Good job.
Thank you. I'm glad I took something.
Let me see here.
Troubling for me. But
The look
it's
of
fine.
confusion on Douglas's face.
We did leave a note, I believe, for that, so it's okay.
Where's the tuna? Is this the tune? I didn't write it down. Let me see. That's perfect. Okay. You open the door. And those of you that can see inside, I will give you the full description before you choose to do anything. Okay. The room contains a bricked up window flanked by two dusty wood-framed beds sized for children. Closer to the door is a toy chest with windmills painting on its side, and a dollhouse that's a perfect replica for the dreary edifice of which you now stand. These furnishings are draped in cobwebs. However, lying in the middle of the floor, huddled together, are two small, childlike skeletons, wearing tattered but familiar clothing. The smaller of the two cradles a stuffed doll that you also recognize. Okay.
I don't think these are...
Yes, it's them. They're dead. I was right. They were dead.
Animated.
We shouldn't go in here. We shouldn't disturb their resting place. I wonder if... Can you close it, Dad?
Yes, of course. So sorry. I'm just gonna kind of shakily close the door.
Looks like nothing good came from stealing, huh?
Why was the door locked? Why would they do that?
Bastards bricked them in.
Why?
All the way up.
The window was bricked. But the door
Yeah,
was
the door was
obviously...
locked.
The door was
just
locked.
yeah.
And obviously it was locked from the outside.
Well, okay. Now that I've seen this, then it's clear to me the kids said that their dad asked them to stay in the attic while he dealt with the monster. And that's where they died. So they were...
Okay, as the door closes, you hear a muffled voice go, "Don't go! Please, don't go!"
Oh, okay. Maybe we just put a blanket on them. You think, just to let them rest and say a little thing. Maybe.
Well, if you want my honest opinion, once we figure out this house, I think we should bury everybody outside.
Of course, yes. We can do that. We should find out what happened to them. Maybe this happened a while ago, and we should figure this out.
Or I'm gonna push through the group.
Okay.
And open the door again.
Alrighty.
Octavius, there's some bad things in there, bud. I don't know if you're gonna want to see that.
It's nothing like I haven't seen before.
Okay, you swing the door open.
And I'm gonna look around the room
Okay.
Hello. You can come out. It's safe. Come to me, my spirits of the night.
Okay, standing now in the room, once like before, you see Rose and Thorn. Thorn still hiding behind his little sister or his older sister for comfort and protection. They kind of like peer at you as you kind of stand in the doorway. Go ahead and flip my notes here so I have them all. They look at you and say, They try to protect us. We didn't understand, but they always told us to stay inside the room when we heard the noises, and they would protect us from the monster in the basement. I think it's taken Walter.
Walter is your...
Walter is our baby brother.
How do we get down to the basement?
With that, they kind of both look at the house.
It's listening, isn't it?
The dollhouse.
Oh, okay.
Which, as I said, looks from the outside to be an exact replica. Of the house that you're in.
Okay.
Everybody else just kind of standing outside, or hoarded around the door, peering in.
I want to follow him in because I'm really curious.
I would have made a little bit of room, then kind of come over here.
Okay.
And once they point into the dollhouse, I would have
Start looking at the dollhouse.
From their perspective, so I can watch what they're...
Okay. It looks much like any child's dollhouse, but incredibly, ridiculously detailed. From the outside, every single detail matches the house that you're in. It looks like you can kind of like dual open the front of it. To where, it would gain easy access for kids to be able to play and put their dolls on the different floors.
Let's open it, Octavius, together.
Yep, I insist to open it.
Okay. Whoever created this was clearly a master craftsman and spared no detail. Every room that you have seen is in this dollhouse. It is immaculately carved, immaculately laid out. You've been in just about every room except up here, but you can see, like, next to the child's bedroom, the room that would be behind this wall is another bedroom. You can see that it appears that there is a storeroom through this door. Yet again, another bedroom through this door. Give me the two of you that are kind of crouched down low enough to really be in there looking. Both of you give me a perception roll, please. If you will, Octavius and Gemma.
Sure.
Okay.
Perception. Here we go. Ooh,
okay.
Close.
While you're kind of noting the additional bedrooms, Gemma also notices that there's a little kind of blocked off area that would be out the door and to the right.
Okay. I'm going to take a look at that to see what it is in the dollhouse.
All right. You kind of take a look and get in real close and start examining. And there's a teeny tiny little way that you can kind of, from the storeroom, it looks like there's like a piece of the wall can actually be opened with like a little tiny handle to make like to show that there's like a little secret door there.
Okay.
And it looks like there's a little spiral staircase in the center of it that kind of goes down. Now, that being said, unless the craftsman was a real genius, there's no basement to this house, to the dollhouse. But it would indicate that there is a secret stair that you have not yet seen.
Okay. Octavius. Look at this. We'd like show him the little door handle and the stair. I think we need to go there.
I figured there was some, like I said, there was an area they did their evil deed. Usually it is away from the rest of their normal lives. That would make sense. That's where we go.
Yep.
That's where we find our answers.
Yep. I'm going to turn to the kids and I'm just going to say, I am so sorry this happened to you.
With that, she kind of like walks over to the door and runs her hand down the back of it, almost like as if she's clawing at it. And that's when you notice claw marks on the back of the door. Like they clearly were trying to like claw their way out to survive. But it's pretty obvious that these two children were locked in here for whatever reason. Their parents did not return. You know for sure the nursemaid did not return. And unfortunately, they starved to death.
I'm going to kind of looking at the kids, be like, it's awfully late. You two should probably be getting to bed. And I'm gonna like scoop I'm gonna take the blanket off of this one and try and like scoop up one of the like corpses, I guess, and like wrap it and like tuck it in. And I'm gonna do that like for both of us. It's like I'll sing you a lullaby. I'll
Okay, so you're gonna like put the bones of the two bodies in the beds?
Yeah, and like wrap it up and be like, it's you know, it's bedtime.
With that, Thorn looks up at Rose and says, "Why can't I sleep, sissy? Why can't I sleep?" And she kind of looks down at her little brother and says, "I don't know, son. I can't sleep either. Did you find Walter?"
We'll find him, and we'll help you get to sleep. We will. And then I'm going to look at Rose and I'm going to be like, "You've been very brave."
And she just kind of like looks up at you and has got this like youthful look of bewilderment on her face. Clearly both these children are very, very sad, and you notice that they have clearly like dirt on their faces, but you can still see like the lines where the tears had flowed down their cheeks. Like it's kind of embossed into their visage at this point.
Gonna do that stupid little hair tussle and be like, "Chin up, it'll get better."
Okay.
And I'm actually just gonna sing the lullaby I wrote for Gemma when she was
okay.
little.
You want to go ahead and sing it?
Sure.
No.
I will mute the sorrow.
Mute the sorrow.
I'll mute the sorrow.
Someone call the Winchesters.
I'm just
bones to burn.
Yeah.
While you take out your instrument, I kind of head towards the door, feeling a little too overwhelmed, and then lean against the door frame.
Okay.
just gonna acapella because what precious gem are you holding fast in that glimmer of your eyes? What a wondrous thing, such a spell you cast, as clear as crystal skies. A dream has always lived in you, of home and hearth ablaze, woven such a perfect view of gilding golden days. So take that fabric to that end on prism's glowing ray. Ride unto the dawn, my friend, and wish this night away.
Okay, as you sing the lullaby, they both go and... first of all, Rose goes and sits on her bed. And then Thorn looks at his bed, but then turns around and scurries over and jumps up on her bed like he won't leave his sister, period. Not even just to get into the bed. They kind of look at you, and Rose says, "That's like the lullabies that Papa used to sing to us. Before Mama got so angry. He didn't sing much towards the end."
Stay safe. Stay hidden. We'll make this right. I'm going to just leave. I can't be in this room anymore.
Okay.
I can't.
So you're going to kind of walk to leave? Okay. Once they realize that you are leaving the room, immediately their attitude changes. They jump up from the bed. No, don't leave us. No, take us with you. Don't leave us.
Damn it.
It's okay, little ones. We're gonna leave the door open, okay? And we're gonna go find your brother, and then we'll be back here right away.
Okay. Gemma, give me a willpower save.
Oh god. Okay. Willpower. Sorry, is that wisdom or con? I forgot.
It's a wisdom save.
Wisdom. Okay.
Yep. Sorry.
Oh crap.
Okay. So you notice, Douglas, that Rose disappears. However, Gemma, I'm going to send you a message in our private messaging here. And there you go. New little trait you've picked up. At least until I tell you you haven't. Octavius. Give me a wisdom save.
Okay.
Damn it.
Okay, Douglas, you have also noticed that Thorn has disappeared. Let me send a message to you there, sir.
Where are you sending it on, Gore? I'm sorry.
In our in the Zoom chat.
Oh, Zoom chat. Okay.
Yep.
You know, at first I saw my siblings in them, but now.
You didn't mean literally.
There you go.
Okay.
Alrighty. And again, that applies until I tell you otherwise.
Okay.
I think we should I think we should move on. I know you didn't see it, but in that dollhouse there was a secret passageway, stairs leading down. So let me show you where that is.
I'll be right behind you.
Okay.
Gemma,
Yes.
I mean, as sad as that was, and beautiful singing trip, maybe we should just call it quits.
No, we are going down the stairs, and it's this way. Where was the
Kids.
Where was the stairwell?
It's okay. It was really upsetting in there, and I think they just need to see this through a little bit, and then we'll get them out of here.
But there's no way that Walter's alive. I mean,
of course not. But we need to just get them settled. No. Their graves. We need to get them settled.
We need to get out of here.
Seth, I need you to be very quiet. Let me show you the way. I don't know where it was or where the secret door was. There.
It was through this door here into the storeroom.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
Alrighty.
Not another word from you, Uncle.
Okay, Gemma. Please, be nice. Let's be polite. Everybody's, I know, really upset about what we just saw, and that's understandable. But let's just try to get along, okay?
Is this just another way of her being funny that I don't understand? Because
it could be. Sometimes I don't quite pick it up that quickly either. So just
in this room,
stick together.
The chamber is packed with furnishings, chairs, coat racks, standing mirrors, dress mannequins, and the like, all draped with white sheets. There is an iron stove that is up against the right-hand wall. And,
okay.
A single window is at the far end, visible of the room.
Okay, and the secret door was which area of the dollhouse?
It would have been about here.
Okay, this way, Octavius.
Yep.
I'm right behind you.
And I'm just gonna run my hand over the door and look for any kind of latch.
All right.
Crack.
You seem pleasantly and amazingly surprised when you actually do find a little catch and an open doorway. It's really weird because you've never noticed it before, even though you've lived here as long as. Oh wait, no, you haven't.
Okay, here it is.
But it is a single spiraling stair that goes down, down, down.
Is everyone ready? We should probably bring a torch. Octavius, can you grab that torch there?
I really would rather not.
Grab the torch.
I'm gonna poke my head through the door. I'm not ready. For the record.
Oh,
I don't want to touch it. What if something's wrong with it?
It's just a torch. Just pick it up.
I don't want. No.
It's okay. I'll get the torch. Don't worry.
Dougie.
No need to fight, guys. Seth. It's
all right.
It's
so
okay.
you're taking a torch to go down with.
Yeah.
All right. Give me just a second to create you a torch.
Douglas, this is insane. What are we doing?
I'm just you saw what was in there, and it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not right, and we're gonna get to the bottom of it, and then we're gonna get right out of here.
It's not right.
There you go.
But it really does.
Let me make sure that's working.
Bro,
trust me, I don't want to be in here.
There you go.
Either.
Yeah, you're basically illuminated now as if you're carrying the torch.
We're letting the kids. Trip, come on. I'm gonna look through the door, pleadingly.
They're really into this spooky stuff, and this is what they want to.
Gemma, with Octavius, literally right on her coattails, have just wandered through that little doorway and into the stairwell.
Yes,
You're gonna look at Trip and just see the sparkle in his eyes is gone, he's fully dead.
Your children are disappearing down into the dark.
I can't leave them behind. Okay, we gotta stick together, please. Come on, Seth, Trip, please. Whiskey, please.
Okay, Bro and the dog have gone in. Your dog does not like this. Your dog is, ever since the specter, it has been ears pulled all the way back, its little nub tail tucked all the way down, and it's kind of
I
like
know,
looks
but-
Snub tail.
like a totally
No.
whipped pup. Okay.
Mm.
Well, before we go any further, we're going to stop there for the night.
Yeah, but here. Just give that a measure. Ah, dagnabbit. Well, time for a beer. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, hello there. It's me, Christy, your D&D dad. I'm here to do all the things that a good D&D dad should do. Like mow the lawn, fix some shit, drink a beer, and of course, roll lots of 20s. And if you like all this, can you pan?
Oh, sorry, Dad. Sorry. Yeah, you look good. Yeah.
You should check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Christastics. And if you like D&D content, check out my podcast, New Crits on the Block. Anyway, I love you, my children.
If you're seeing this, that means that I'm back to playing Mondays on How Reroll. My handle is Satchmo on all platforms, and if you follow me, then maybe I can...
We've been trying to reach you concerning your car's extended warranty.
Nothing. Hi, is this my local zoologist? Yes, I'll hold. Hi, local zoologist. Yes, my name is Jane Ivana, and I'm looking for a snake that has a stinger. Yes. I'll hold. You don't have any? Alright, well, if you could look into it, you can contact me on Twitter at Jane on Twitch, that's with a 0. Anytime. Yeah, or you could catch me on my Twitch streams. I stream like once a week on twitch.tv/JaneIvana. Alright, I'll hold. Okay, thank you. Goodbye, local zoologist.
Hey everyone, it's the Snuggler. This year, Jane asked us to go quick on our outros, so I promise I'll go as fast as possible. You're just gonna put all my information on text on the screen, aren't you? Son of a...
Hey, twitch.tv/Shagget here, and I'm trapped in Barovia. I'm hiding in a dingy basement with some art, the art dingy basement, nothing like what you usually see on my webcam when I do streams on How We Roll. And I'm not hiding from Strahd, believe it or not. He's a pushy Dracula knockoff. He doesn't scare me, I'm not afraid of him. I'm actually hiding from Gorebad, my dungeon master. He's out to kill me. I think finally surviving in 10 campaigns in Arconis throughout his stories, he snapped because of it. And because of that, he's out to really kill me this time. Contact me at @neb_convos on Twitter, please. Your support will help keep me alive, keep me on the run, keep my hope alive. I really need to see what happens to Radovan, Emlyn, and Alekma, and all my other characters that I've played. I really need to see what happens to them. I'm very curious. Oh shit, I messed up. I really messed up. I think he heard me. He's coming. See ya!
Hi there, I'm Gorebad, and thank you for watching How We Roll. If you'd like to keep up with us when we're not live on Twitch, you can check out our other forms of social media. Follow us on Twitter, @HowWeRoll. You can also follow our Facebook page. You can find the website at www.howweroll.com, and you can also find us on YouTube at, you've guessed it, How We Roll, for an absolute ton of additional content. Also, you can follow the dmblog.com for some DM tips, world building guides, and all things D&D related. Cheers, guys. That was a long walk. Okay, they said Shagget was somewhere here. And the door to where he's hiding was a blue door. So we gotta find a blue door, blue door, blue door, blue door. You're mine now, Shagget.